Polar Express is one of my favorite Christmas movies, besides Christmas Vacation, of course. And recently I found out that the Polar Express movie is 20 years old. God, I feel old. In honor of the 20th anniversary, and because my channel is very dead, I decided to talk about a theory I have about one of the characters. The Polar Express movie had a lot of characters added to it compared to the book, one of these characters being the Hobo, or King.
Is there something I can do for you?
This character interested me as it seems a little weird how he kind of looks like another character from another movie. This movie being Emperor of the North Pole by Robert Aldrich. Emperor of the North follows two hobos, no.1 and Cigarette, trying to catch a ride on the 19, or Shack's train. No.1 and the hobo look very similar, with a big nose, big ears, a similar hat, along with a somewhat shaved face. It seems like a coincidence, but the further I dug, the more evidence I found. While looking around, I found out the Polar Express had a deleted song. It was a cut music number between Smokey and Steamer called It Takes Two. And at the end of this, they mention...
Was the night before Christmas, in the year 33.
1933, the same year Emperor of the North takes place. Another thing is referring to him as
The King of the North Pole!
Also, the person that rides Shack's train would gain the title Emperor of the North. And Emperor and King are high ranks of power. Interesting. Another thing is both Smokey and Steamer both seem scared when the hero boy mentions the king brought up to him, and they both stutter.
He was a hobo.
Bo. In Emperor of the North, Shack, as along with other characters, instead of saying hobo, say
Goddamn Bo.
it is a common term throughout the movie. These are some of the main points, but I have some stretches that might point to something. Some smaller points I have is, when we first meet the hobo, he gives the hero boy a cup of joe, which is really something in a can. I assume it's whatever he puts over the fire. This is similar to when in Emperor of the North at the hobo camp, No.1 and a bunch of other hobos try to convince a police officer that the turkey that he just stole is actually a dog. And at the end of this scene, he makes the officer drink from a can of river water. Similar to how the boy in the Polar Express is given this random can full of, I assume, water. Another thing is during this scene when the boy almost falls off the train, the king helps the boy by grabbing onto one of the handlebars on the roof. Which reminds me of the scene of when No.1 and Cigarette are on top of a passenger train and uses the handlebars to hold on. In conclusion, is King No.1 from Emperor of the North? Probably not. Well, there's some evidence. I don't think anything is fully concrete. This was mostly just a quick video I wanted to hobble together for Christmas, so yeah. I'm going off script, and I'm going to say good Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season.